All right. Oh, I'm giving free gifts to the Jon Stewart God. Inflation is coming. So now, how do you prepare for it? Well, you stock up on food. I know how crazy this is. They are going to paint me for this, but that's okay. Do you even recognize what this is? My grandparents went through the Great Depression, and because of that, they knew what tough times were all about. They never wanted to experience it again, so this is a pressure cooker. They prepared. See, they didn't have the option of going to the stores and getting all the food and everything. It wasn't the same. What they did is they would go out into the fields and then they would can their own food, and they'd store it in jars like this. How many of us have done this? How many of us even do this? But it's not necessarily canning your food that you have to. How many of us forgot the lessons that we were taught by our parents and our grandparents? They taught us not to live in debt. My grandparents had a ton of food canned in the basement, and so did my family. My mom used to can all summer long. And my parents, I think they just did it on purpose. They put it in the spookiest part of the basement. All the food would be there. And then my mom would go, "Oh, go get some corn." I'd be like, "No, Mom, don't make me go to the basement." We ran out of something in the kitchen. Mom or my grandma would say, "Go run downstairs and get it." And send you down to the basement to get a canned bottle of corn. It was the most frightening thing she would ever ask me to do. I mean, I always thought there were bodies and dead zombies working down there, you know what I mean? But that was the grocery store in the old days when we were growing up. I'm probably the last generation that really remembers that, a trip to the basement. I called my Aunt Joanne. Hi, Aunt Joanne and Uncle Dave. I called my Aunt Joanne just the other day. She said, "I just finished canning for the season." She's been doing it all summer. She's still doing it. My family, we are not canning, but we are purchasing food. We've done it over the last year. You don't want to go out and run and just put all your money out there. So we did it in little bits and drabs, and we went and we got the food. Now we have a year's supply. If nothing happens, that's cool. I'll tell you, as a dad, there's nothing that has been more stress relieving than me sitting down on the steps, and I never saw this coming. I never thought this would happen. I sat on the steps and I looked at that year's worth of food, that accomplishment. And I know this isn't a surprise, I actually wept out of relief. I thought I could lose my job and my kids are going to be fine. You might not lose your job. Maybe everything I say is coming doesn't happen. That's okay. That's all right. Maybe somebody down the street loses their job. You can be a shelter and a comfort for others, for your family. This is what we have to do. First of all, teach yourself. Read the original sources. Read the truth. Don't just take my word for it. Find out for yourself. If they make fun of you, fine. Prepare to be a shelter and a teacher for others, because they will come. And be who you were born to be. Yes, I can, because I am. I am worthy. I'm competent. I'm smart enough to do it. Do these things. Get yourself out of debt. Have the essentials that you need, lots of them, on your shelf. And in 2 years, if nothing has happened, and then you really want, really, I mean this sincerely, we can all get together and you can all mock me. It's okay. Right now, why don't you store that mocking up for a rainy day? Let's wait for 2 years. Just wait. If we don't need it, if everything's fine, mock me all you want. Please. Just do your own homework. Listen to your gut. And consider sanity for just a moment. Remember the voice of your grandparents.